Alright, welcome guys. So this is gonna be my new series, I guess. I'm wanting to do this at least once a week, maybe possibly every other week, just to keep my mind sharp during quarantine and to really I want to introduce lots of Mega Man play and just higher level Mega Man analysis to the general population, just so I can really understand what makes Mega Man's good, what makes Mega Man great, etc., etc. So for this first, this one's gonna be kind of just I'm gonna be doing whatever. I'm just gonna be trying it, seeing what I like, seeing what I don't like. I don't even get an analysis of the top four Mega Mans in my opinion. We got two Kameme VODs. One where I think he played really well against Leo, and one versus MVD. I'm gonna be very critical. That's it. I think both of them suck at that matchup, but we're gonna watch it anyway. Then we got Yeti versus Meister. I think that's a really good set because Kameme got washed by Meister, or he didn't get washed. It wasn't that bad, but he definitely could have. He could have done better. He goes Wario now, so that's not a good sign. Then we have Plup versus Meme, which should be interesting. I think Plup played it really well, given how little matchup knowledge he probably has, and etc. And then the final one will be Kobe versus or Morpheus versus Kobe. I would have. I don't know if I'll watch that one yet. I might watch Kobe versus Epic Gabriel. We'll see, but or I mean, Morpheus versus Epic Gabriel, just because he doesn't have very many recent odds against top players. He has played top players. It's just he doesn't go to that many majors. So when he does go to a big tournament, he's usually just he's not put on stream and stuff like that. So anyway, we're gonna start. So this is the classic. We got Kameme and MKLeo. Going into this, most players, or at least Mega Man players, had the idea and the belief that Mega Man won this matchup, but it was unproven at the time. No one knew for sure if Mega Man won it. We all thought, but until this set happened, we weren't it was hard to know for sure. Okay, this is. I'll turn it down again. Sometimes my computer struggles when I record. That's just the fun of using a shitty laptop. Anyway, so going into it, Kameme's style is very he's a very fundamental player. He has really good lemons, good leaf shield. He put himself I'm not really gonna do too much pause analysis. I don't think. Just more so just watching what he does really well. So the key to this matchup is you don't want to you want to bait Joker in with pellets and stuff like that, and ooh. And then you want to wave punish him with leaf shield and retreating pellets and stuff like that. Kind of risky down there right there. That was a really good limit on the side B though. This is really hard because when he gets Arsene, you just have to camp because he's just gonna spam side B on dashbacks and stuff like that. So you just have to stand there and lemon, or yeah, that jump over, and just hit him with fair. I don't really like when Kameme plays for better or for worse, he's gonna play this very he's gonna do this very Metal Blade campy style where he just sits there, Metal Blade in hand, and tries to that. I mean, he's really good at fighting them, but sometimes he definitely does just fish for them. That was kind of clutch by Leo. Jumping high, Leo not really punishing it though, so it's okay. And right now, this is where you just want to build percent. Lots of lemons. His lemon game is really good though, so you can these super clean single and double lemons out there. He has really interesting ledge trapping. Sometimes he goes for a more Metal Blade heavy style, but in this matchup he's kind of just going for fair up here. Good Metal Blade fair. He's kind of I didn't watch this set a whole lot because it was hype, but it was just it wasn't very good for me because our logo Joker I thought played it better, or at least he knew more matchup stuff. That was really good by Leo. I don't remember it being this heavily in Kameme's favor though. See, right now he's just kind of just staying outside Joker's burst range and kind of just poking with projectiles, trying to pull Metal Blade when he can, so he can get a Z drop into Metal Blade or just stuff like that. I think ideally you would kind of use an Isaac Lemon style, but Kameme tries to keep it really basic with Mega Man, sometimes to his detriment, but there's a reason he's number 11 in the world or whatever. It works. He never has to worry about dropping his execution because he lands everything he goes for. That was kind of. I think Leo just messed up there, but I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I think PS2 is fine too, but it's interesting. Those are really good up there. But see, like right there, that was kind of like a wasted Metal Blade because it takes like I don't know how many frames it takes to generate Metal Blade. Probably like half a second if I had to guess. But like to generate Metal Blade at this percent and not use Isaac Lemons and you just kind of throw it and don't get anything off of it, it's not really worth it. I feel like. But he is a very Metal Blade heavy Mega Man. Oh fuck, Joker, dude. That is Downer up smash is really annoying just because like since Mega Man's a fast faller and he's kind of like heavy, it just combos forever and like we just die at like 60. This is hard. You definitely have to like yeah, just can't camp it out. I do plan to do like specific character like analysis, so when I do that, I'll definitely watch like I think Mars's Mega Man was more designed to take care of Leo's Joker, so I definitely want to watch that, and then like there's some Yeti VODs against other good Jokers and stuff like that. And I also definitely want to watch like Kameme and Yeti how they fight Meister. See, like right there was more traditional Kameme ledge trapping, a lot of Metal Blade, and he just kind of like tries to react with throwers and Z drops. I'm a fan of it, but it's definitely not like the easiest thing to do. He tried to react to neutral good up there, I think. Or maybe he just reacted to their absence of a roll. Oh, this is scary. Ooh, another clutch up. So it's not easy to get those because it's hard to recognize when you should up tilt instead of grab sometimes. But if you can grab, you can always up tilt, but it's scary. So, like, just from watching that, you can tell that, like, Kameme has a very interesting Mega Man style. He's very good at playing characters in a way that is, like, he kind of just focuses on what they're good at, and he doesn't try to, like, he's not like he's not like an optimizer. He kind of just figures out what works, and he tries to play the characters to the best of that ability. It can be kind of detrimental, especially with Mega Man, who's, like, sometimes he needs, like, that extra, like, the extra boost to compete in some matchups. That's why you'll notice Kameme goes Wario and other characters in other matchups. But this is definitely not one of the matchups where he'd switch off. And honestly, his style works really well in this matchup. Even like people who are really good against Mega Man, like if you watch the Zach Ray Kameme set, it was super close, but like, what am I trying to say? It's very his style is very malleable in like matchups where you can just kind of like fundamentally feel characters out. But it struggles against characters where you have to play like a very specific way as Mega Man. Like, he struggles against Game and Watch It, stuff like that, just because like you have to play Mega Man in a very like specific Mega Man-y way. Whereas in like this one, you kind of just like out fundamentals people. um, this is like an older VOD, so I'm not gonna be too like hard on him. But like in like the matchup now, you just go, oh, that was really good actually. I really like that was an insane edge guard because like he Isaac nared right there, which let him like even if he whiffed, he was in like a fine advantage position. Against Joker, if the DI out, you can only get Bear. I don't think you can get down throw fair on him with like good DI. He's kind of going off though, because like right, yeah, like right there, there's no reason to interact with Joker, and like that's when a Kameme's false kind of is. He's not like I like to describe him as he's the best player who plays Mega Man, but I don't think he's necessarily the best player with Mega Man. He definitely is like he approaches Mega Man a little too fundamental sometimes. That was a really risky up tilt. Well, not really. It wasn't necessarily risky, but he got to go Arsene off of it, and I don't know. It was an interesting decision, and it worked out. So obviously, it was good. It was just oof. Interesting. Goes high, yeah. Leo's not super comfortable off stage against Mega Man. That was a really good leaf shield. I mean, it was like kind of an obvious one, but it was like the way he moved with his body was really good. That was an interesting Trump situation by the way. Kameme is also really good at just like Mega Man's really good at holding on the stocks if you can play like it's not even necessarily like super. That's rough. That was really good. Oh, and he almost has Osen too. It's not necessarily like safe, but just like you never commit the super like laggy options. So I guess he he plays safe. Plays a very fundamental style where he's like he assesses the risk reward really well. That didn't he air dodge. I mean, it doesn't matter even if you air dodge out because you still get like the poison effect. But at least he was like in a advantageous state. Leo's really good at those, like the rising side B combos, not combos but strings. This is rough, but it's also like you kind of expect to take damage against Arsene, especially at this point. Like people weren't super good at camping Arsene yet. Interesting. See, he's really good at. Okay, like he fishes for them, but like he's still a master fisherman. He's still good at getting them when he. I don't know. That was like kind of a decent ass match, but it was scary. I would have went for the turnaround back here though. That was a good Isaac bear. Ooh, solid top off. So like what we can kind of take away from there is like like when we're establishing the way we see Kameme play, he's very fundamental in the way he approaches the stuff. But he also is like he has the Isaac bears. He can confirm into up tilt really well. He has like good Z drops and he has good like he never drops his metal blade up tilt really. And he's like he has very like he uses things that will facilitate how he can play fundamentally. So like Isaac's will let him be like more fundamental as opposed to getting stuck with a situation where he's like I can't back air because I have metal blade in hand and stuff like that. He doesn't do like Isaac lemons and stuff like that super well. Those are really hard in general though. But I'm gonna turn this down a bit. I want like a nice one up there. Okay, that sounds fine. But so like, how I'll say this? He's like, I wouldn't say watching Kameme. Watching Kameme is very good if you want to understand just how like you can use Mega Man's tools in a matchup. I'll explain it more in the next set because I'm not super good at Mega Man Joker, but I know Mega Man Snake, so I can definitely like point it out better here. But I'd say he's very good at approaching stuff like and very obvious. Like he does like very good band-aid solutions. So he's like, this is a good option to do against this, so I'm going to do this. Starts PS2. I think that's fine. I actually really like this stage against Snake. Traditionally a very good Snake stage, but I will say I think Kameme is not very great at this matchup. At least compared to like Yeti and other high-level Mega Mans like Morph. He just he plays it a bit too honestly. He is kind of messing up MVD this game though. I do not remember this. I might be thinking of I think I might be thinking of a different set they played, where it wasn't that close, or where it was close. I think it was like a SoCal tournament, but this is. Traditionally, Kameme was definitely one of the weaker Mega Mans at the matchup. He still won it because it's Mega Man favorite, and he's the Mega Man. But like I know in like Japan against Shogun and stuff like that, he would switch off to like he would switch to Sheik and still win. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but he's playing it very good. He's just kind of staying back because once you have the lead against Snake, you can like as long as you don't commit, you can kind of just trade percent and like you'll never die unless he gets the grab, obviously. Lots of really good pellets. When he crawls like that, you can throw Metal Blade. He can react. Like the counterplay is for him to down tilt it and grab Metal Blade, but then obviously that was a really good roll too. The counterplay is like then you can use like you can be a bit more aggressive in burst range because you can't use his normals. MVD's never been like the best at this matchup, but I also don't think he's awful. He has taken a set off Yeti. I mean, so is Pickles, but like he's not terrible. I think Kameme has some of the best Z drop pressure of any top Mega Man. Like the way he just like empty hops around shield is like it's very fundamental. But then he mixes in like with Z drops as well. Like he'll pull out Metal Blade and then like just confirm it to the grab. Really good off smash on the dash check. Being aware of how you want to punish dash check is super good as Mega Man because a lot of Mega Mans when they're not playing the matchup well, they'll use a lot of God, these lemons are so good. A lot of bear out of shield, which typically whiffs on dash check and like F tilt on shield and stuff like that, just because he has really weird body shifting. Good up smash. See, like right there, Bear might have whiffed. So it's like, actually, I'm like 100% sure Bear would have whiffed. It's very important that you know how to like stay grounded and use up smash out of shield in this matchup. I would like to see Kameme catch grenades a little bit because he's not cooking them. That was bizarre. I don't think it was intentional, but it looked really sick. Yeah, what the fuck? Kameme is a lot better at this matchup than I used to than when I watched him last time. This was their most recent VOD though. Oh, that was so desperate. He got like the weird bear. That's not you can't comp off of it really. He has grenade and shield, yeah. He definitely has like he's really good at staying outside of K people's, and specifically it's more in this matchup. He's staying outside of MVD's like dash attack F tilt burst range and just kind of trying to bait movements. I don't know what that down smash was, but that was really nice. Huh. I don't remember Kameme being this game of this matchup. Maybe I should have watched this. Oh, that's impressive. I need to give him more credit. A lot of Mega Man players, like, including myself, a lot of times I do underrate Kameme's Mega Man. It's still very good. It's still, like, he still beat Leo. He still beat all these PGR players in Mega Man. Yeah, he does use a lot of Wario. And he makes stupid decisions of his characters sometimes, but... And it's to his own detriment sometimes, but I really do think he is, like, a very good Mega Man player. Like, I would give the slight edge to Yeti, as in who's better with Mega Man, but it's like, in regards to who's the better player, I think Kameme is obviously the better player. And then it's like, I don't know. It's hard to properly, like, analyze Kameme's Mega Man because he's someone who switches off very easily. He tries to do whatever it takes to win. And, a lot of us get upset about that. Not necessarily because he switches off to win, but just because we know his Mega Man can do it. Kalos game 2. This is fine. I like this stage a lot, but the platforms are kind of annoying, honestly, because it's hard to get down here. You have to do like a really weird short hop rising down here. Makes it a bit too predictable, in my opinion. Right there, you see the Kameme lands a bear, and that was a really good empty hop. I think I went for up here, but the bear works. Actually, no, the bear was right because like in matchups like Snake and make or like Snake and like Fox and stuff like that, it's very important to just focus on getting the character off stage. Even if like because percents don't matter. Like Mega Man could kill Snake at any percent. Really good weaving around the Nikita. Like right now, like if Kameme gets like a backdoor or something like that, he can 50-50 into a kill on Snake. Good capitalization off the grenade. What the? Being aware of Nikita is super important though in this matchup though, because a good Snake will like kite you over to it almost. When a Snake does a lot, he could have broke shield right there. Actually, I think if he up tilted, the grenade would just pop the shield. That's like one of those situational awareness things. Or actually, the up tilt might have just set off the grenade and popped the shield. When a Snake does a lot of these uncooked grenades, you just need to grab them and throw them back. Or be more aggressive with your pellet pressure. Or not, this should be an easy fair. Yeah, that was good. I think I might have whiffed that, but Kameme has much better sense than I do. I mean, you're bound to hit a couple grenades. It just kind of happens against good snakes. I think he meant to do the footstool. I don't know if Kameme has those, but if you jump on shields when you have leaf shield out, you can feign him footstool off of it, and it's really safe, especially against slow characters. Like Snake can't do anything about it. You just get away for free. It's not like the easiest thing in the world to do. It's kind of an awkward like timing and like spacing. Oh, good tech. Right there, though, you have to like delay your up B slightly because then you won't snap to the ledge like that. This is more like the Kameme I recognize. He's kind of just like you really do. If like the Snake wants to camp, you just have to camp it back because we win the camp war. But it's not his style for sure. He definitely wants to like kind of go in. He doesn't even necessarily go in, but he wants to play the game. But this is honestly doable because like even if he takes up to like 60, 70%, as long as he takes the stock, he can get like an edge guard at like 60 or 40. Like it's not undoable, especially on Kalos. Really good grabs by Kameme. He's has such amazing grabs, which is important as Mega Man because we do get a lot off grab. Like positionally, it's like really good because we can get it like I'll be dead. That's rough. Being on platforms against Snake is super annoying because like if he gets that down throw, that's like you only have so many options and you can kind of just react. That was like a hard read by MVD though. Not a hard read, but because like the empty hop probably he could still react or roll out, get up attack, and then neutral good could probably get like a just like F tilt. So that was kind of rough, honestly. I don't know if I'll watch all this set since we already watched a Kameme set, but I'll watch like at least the first three games. I'm curious what Kameme will take him. I really don't like triplets in this. Well, I like Yoshi's story, but it's still kind of volatile. And then I don't like Smashville for the same reason. It's very volatile, and it's like, yeah, we can edge guard him easily, but it's so hard to control the space with it because he can use the platform to get in super well, and the platform just becomes like a C4 hellhole. He's thinking, huh? Yeah, this tournament was not that long ago. Town, yeah, he didn't paint Town. I think Town's Mega Man's best stage in the matchup by far. Well, not by far, but I think it's a very good stage in the matchup. Yeah, I think he tried to catch grenade there. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so Kameme is catching grenades and stuff like that. He's realizing he's getting cooked grenades. His grenade game is actually pretty good. Based off like the first 10 seconds. He's taking a lot more slow this game. A lot of Metal Blade. Metal Blade's really good against grenades. So the flowchart is like Metal Blade just straight up beats grenades, right? And then like pellets stop grenades in place. So if they're doing a lot of like fast ones, you can pellet and kind of stop them around them. Metal Blade just eats them and it makes them explode. And then Leaf Shield will bounce them back. So in like the long range warrior, you kind of want to use like Leaf Shield to like bounce them back. So when they like good. I mean, he had the right idea. Wow, he's like adapted really well this game. He's getting a lot of. That was so good. Like off the lemons, that was so good. Kameme's playing the matchup much better this game. I don't think he meant the comments of the grenade, but even if he didn't, like I think he could have sour fared into. God, that was a really good up air. Kameme's playing this matchup really well this game actually. I would have liked to see an up air, but it's also like the way he plays. He doesn't want to commit to options like that preemptively because like if he whiffs, it's just like he might get F tilted. Whereas if he doesn't whiff, he just dashes back. I think he's chasing him a bit too much. I think he should just like make Snake come to him, but he's also not getting hit by anything really until then. Surprised MVP didn't go for the fair. 99% of snakes go for their desperation fair combo off that grenade. Kameme needs to go back to the zoning game he was playing the first stock. Or yeah, good uppers though. You're being a bit too Metal Blade reliant right now because like Kameme or MVD's just camping the platforms and it's like Metal Blade's really not going to do much. Especially because you could rather use my diagonal Metal Blade throw. That was a good fair. Really nice. Yeah, he's figuring it out. He's just playing a bit slower. Not gonna. That was a little ambitious of an Isaac there, but I mean, he's got a huge enough lead. Look at these pellets, though. Very good pellets, pestering. Look at that single pellet into double pellets. Not forcing the kill. Just a lot of. He went for like the preemptive up air there, but he's probably just he has a stock lead. He's just trying to get the kill. He's just. Oh my gosh. He's playing a very tight game right now. He's like playing at a very awkward pace for MVD because MVD either has to do stuff preemptively or reactively. And Kameme is making it very hard to react because he's doing everything super last second. And this is really hard for Snake. Like if Kameme wants to, he can just camp with his he has no reason to approach. Like yeah, see like right there that was a down tilt counterplay. Oh, Oh, Kameme, go out there. Get him. Is he dead? Okay, I was gonna say I don't think he can die during Cypher like that, but I mean Kameme took the stock, but or I mean MVD took the stock, but Kameme's playing nuts. I don't remember this. Like this is really good by Kameme. Yeah, there it is. Stupid fucking Cypher armor. And this is the that's the snake players I know. And no, you can't fish for the middle. Like confirming this matchup, there's no world where that happens really. Like sometimes you'll get like the Z drop on dash dice and stuff like that, but also if you're gonna chase Snake out there like that, there's no reason to be facing away from him. Back air won't break Cipher. That was clutch though. That was really sick. I'm gonna skip the rest of the set, but still, that was really good play by Kameme. I was really impressed. And before we start this, I feel like I covered Kameme pretty well in those two sets. It's like he's a very fundamental style that's like it's kind of basic, but like it's basic so he can adapt it to any matchup, and he can really be like, all right, I'm gonna camp a little bit more, or I need to use this. He does have some problems, like he does rely a lot on Z drops, Metal Blade for confirms and stuff like that, and he's not as knowledgeable as he probably should be in a lot of matchups. He kind of just like plays it in like a fundamental Mega Man style. But we're getting the Yeti. Yeti's like very different from Kameme. He's a very technical Mega Man. He's a lot more aggressive. He can camp, but he usually tries to be aggressive. And Meister's historically done very good against Mega Man players. He's dropped a couple sets to Yeti, but this matchup can be hard, especially against a player of like Meister's caliber. He's like top 6 in the world or something like that, right? Like Meister's just all over him. I've only watched this set a couple times, so I probably won't be able to have as many preemptive thoughts. But that was a really good upbeat by Yachty. That 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 buried? Are you serious? That's nuts. Oh, Meister's a machine. I know after Yachty beat him a couple times, Meister won a handful of sets in a row. Ooh, really good Z drop up tilt. A lot of Mega Man's just kind of staying right outside characters' burst ranges and kind of just poking off lemons, and then like it's like you control the pace of the match, and then like you just kind of hit it with the drop. Like you just stop going, you stop doing a lot of preemptive buttons, and you just wait for them to like win the stock for you. That's a really good edge guard by Meister, though. I think Yachty's dead. Yeah, this is a rough first game. I respect the Pokemon Stadium pick because like Game Watch actually can edge guard Mega Man pretty well with like the backers and stuff like that. So like on Pokemon Stadium, it's gonna take him a bit more neutral interactions to get Mega Man off stage. He went for a Z drop combo right there. He just when you see that like the jump toss like that, it means he tried to do a Z drop and he just messed up the tech. Good Isaac Lemons. You can see Yachty plays a faster Mega Man than Kameme. It's doing a lot more. He has very good like Isaac Lemons and like just control over Mega Man's like tech and tools. It's very fun to watch. Wow. Okay, and this is actually super doable. 54% is like that's the same as Game & Watch being at 10%. Like, not the end of the world. Maestro does build percent super fast though. That's a really good leadership cancel. You won't see Kameme doing stuff like that. It's a good mix up, but it's not necessarily essential. Like I guess he doesn't need it. It's just good to have. He kind of messed up like his leaf shield, the 50-50. He didn't throw it towards Meister. Sometimes you just can't though. Good down tilt out of the corner. I really like that option too. It's like kind of gimmicky, but up tilt or down tilt has like good intangibility. Right there, just resetting, going to the lemons, really nice. And this is doable. Good Isaac up here. Controlling space. Oh, just a lemon in his face. That's super scary because Meister can just kind of up you whenever. But then he's in like an up air juggle. Ooh, Yachty bringing this back. Can't really edge guard Game & Watch. Like you can. Oh, that kill down. Good comeback by Yeti. That was nuts. Hmm. I don't really know where he wants to take him. I guess I would just probably avoid like Smashville. Nifty, that makes sense. It can be hard to land here against Game Watch. Game Watch does have platform combos, but he also enjoys just having nothing to interrupt him. I wonder if Vinny's cool. God, he's doing something up there. This is an older set too, but I think it's a great watch because he's the only Mega Man player that's ever beat Meister. See, like right there, Kameme would have gotten a guaranteed punish, and that's like one of the strengths of his style. And it's also like when Yeti does land those combos, though, he's gonna get 60% off of. Jesus, did he just die? That's so brutal. Meister's edge guarding is very good. He's optimized like how Game Watch. Like watching Meister is like really good because he definitely knows matchups very well. So when a Mega Man does well against him, it just means they know the Game Watch matchup really well. Yeah, he's doing a good job of baiting like his aerial, like his upbeats and stuff like that, and just trying to up air. But the problem is like if you play a game where you're trying to bait him out, like a lemons on shield and just like boxing with him, you can get sometimes like he just reads you a bunch and then you get hit by a bunch of upbeats. It's a very precarious game to play, very high risk, high reward. Yeah, you bringing it back though. This is like because backer will kill right now. I like ledge. Really good. See, like right there, that's the beauty of Isaac Lemons is like he can still threaten just like going into lemon mode, but it's hard. You have to have really tight like Z drop. That's rough. I think you could probably footstool Z drop into like back air up tilt or something like that right there. Wasn't super common. It's not common now, but it was. I don't even know if people were doing it back then. He knew he couldn't confirm with the metal blade there, so he kind of just tried to wait for an option. This might seem rough, but honestly, if Yachty takes the stock, like super doable. But Meister's it's not easy to be Meister. Like like his advantage state with Game Watch is I mean Game Watch like combos aren't hard, but like having good advantage state is a skill. And like look at this. He's just I would like to see Yachty just like I don't know why I thought that break shield. Just like swat him when he's spamming the fair to like jump up and hit him with fair. It's honestly okay to fill bucket, I believe. I don't think it kills at least when especially because the thing is like if he buckets like lemons and stuff like that or like crash bomb hits, it doesn't kill till like 150 in my experience. Yeah, obviously if he buckets S smash that sucks, but if he already has a full bucket, he can't bucket S smash, so then you can kind of spam it anyway. Kind of nice because Game Watch doesn't have a kill throw, so you can kind of just sit. I mean, you don't want to be at ledge, but you can kind of like shield camp. This is see that was good. Kameme would have got that 30%. He might have gotten like a grab though off of it. I don't know. I think I would have up smashed that, but Leaf Shield was fine. Yachty does a lot of like a. Oh, did that kill? What percent was he at? There's 82 after hit. He's at 46. He's 57. God, that kill at 57? I mean, he has rage, but still, that's nuts. Dash that kills. This is gonna be some percent. Oh, Meister kind of tried to mix it up there. Something that high level Mega Man is because the thing is like as a Mega Man player, you kind of like you want to land a back air a lot because like if you land it like you can like combo into grab or you can combo into up till like you get a lot off of it and like if you hit it, it sends them off stage. But like the thing that separates like high level Mega Man is they never land a back air. Like they do because like you need to land a decent option. Like you need to mix up your options. But like it's a lot of just like I mean he got punished for it right there, but he would have got punished for landing a bear too. It's a lot of landing of leaf shield because landing of leaf shield is like it's like landing on someone's shield with an aerial, but then you get the mix up afterwards. So it's like even if they breed you landing with an aerial, you get to mix up anyway. Usually, like a character like Game and Watch isn't gonna like kill you for it, even if you like dash back throw it, even if they read it. So it's very important to like realize it's just like leaf shield is just so busted. It's just a landing aerial, but you go from being in like disadvantage to neutral regardless. As long as against sword characters, which is why Leaf Shield isn't as good against like Marcina and Croy and stuff like that because they just swap through it. But against characters like this, it's basically just a landing aerial that has no risk. It's not that simple, but you know what I mean. Like he up smashed it. But so going into game three, Yachty's been making a lot of comeback stocks, but I mean that's also like Mega Man does live longer, so like naturally you're gonna take more percent. Like yeah, kind of overextended there, but that's I mean that's the nature of it. Like you don't something that every Mega Man has like except for Kameme is like we try to take hits as far as they can go. God, that was really nice by Meister actually, and it's like Kameme like once he gets the advantage state he just resets. He doesn't care. He's like I'll just play neutral 10,000 times because I think I'll win. Whereas the rest of us we definitely kind of like push advantage state a bit more. Obviously Yachty has like one of the best advantage states, but even he can kind of get a bit crazy with it. Really good Isaac. Oh, that was so good. No, I mean like he whiffed the metal blade up tilt, but like that doesn't mean that sucks. Like he did really like Isaac Lemon straight in the metal blade up tilt, which is like that's like the 20. I mean, 20XX of Mega Man. It's like we always be Isaac Lemon, so like you always have metal blade in the kill confirm online. Like they don't know when you're gonna switch over to kill mode. Like you can just get like a single lemon, then go for the metal blade up tilt like that. That's rough. I think he bucketed an F smash there, so that sucks. Another thing that Yeti does really well, an optimization that you don't see like other Mega Man do, is he foxtrots everywhere because uh, Mega Man's initial dash is faster than his run. So like in theory, you should always be foxtrotting instead of dashing anywhere because like your dash just is slower. So he can get tighter punishes easier because like he'll get like the hit and then he'll foxtrot over instead of doing dash. Pretty even game, honestly. Can't sit on game and watch the shield. See, like right there, like he landed with leaf shield, and even though like he kind of fell out, it's like all he could do was dash attack it. I think he went for the leaf shield. I don't know. It's hard to tell at this level because like Meister's pretty good at the matchup, so like maybe that was Yachty big braining it, and like he knew Meister would read the leaf shield cancel and like punish him for it, so he just like threw it back. I don't know. It's hard to analyze that properly without like knowing. I haven't played Meister. You see Yachty does like a very like you can't edge guard game watch, so he just goes for a very ledge trap style. It works. It kind of looks like how Kameme was playing ledge against Leo with the fairs and not bears. Because at this point he's trying to get Metal Blade out so he can Isaac Lemon into a confirm or like just raw F smash. That sucks. I'm not sure why Meister's doing that up B. I'm sure he can just get uppers off of it, but I mean he's going for these combo extensions. This is rough, but it's not rough honestly because it's like if if Yeti just gets like I don't know like 20 more % on Meister, he can definitely just combo into a kill. But it's also like oh oh my god Yeti, you're so good. You're so fucking good. Look at this dude. He knows how good that was. He doesn't want to pop off, but he knows how sick that was. That was not easy to get. That was so good. I'll try turning it up again. That was nuts. Bad DI on the fair, but I mean, if he had back aired, like he was just dead anyway. I don't know. It's look at those placings. Look at this madman. Not 25th. Yeti's nuts, guys. Yeti's so good. That was crazy. Because he hadn't even went for an edge guard, the entire set, and that one he just knew. That looks much better. Thank God. Really good movement right there. I'd say Yeti plays like the boxing game better than any other Mega Man by far. Just the way he's willing to get in there, because he knows his punishes are like so good that it's like he can kind of risk it to just box with people. Landing there, and ooh, tech love. I mean, it's not the end of the world because he only took like 17%, but that's so he's still in disadvantage from that situation. Even though he was in advantage, he'll fucking watch jab. That jab is like it's like surprisingly safe. It's like -6 or something like that. I don't think it's that good. It might be like -11, but it's good. It's really good. Look at that. He took I want to say like 70% right there just because of a tech flub. That's what happens at top level. It's hard as Mega Man. Insane, insane metal blade up tilt though. Surprised my didn't just up be there, but good leave shield. Right there, where that was like leaf shield struggling with a disjoint because like fair bear probably would have been fine there, but it's like leaf shield's kind of just it sucks against disjoints. Oh, that's so good. He's using rush to get like he's so dead. Oh, he didn't get the drift after the metal blade. That's unfortunate, but it's like he still has like a huge lead. He's like he's so expertly as I say that he gets hit, but I think it's just because Meister overshot the near. But it's like that's one of those times where Mega Man players like sometimes you just overthink how good people are at the matchup because like you throw Metal Blade down and you're like they're gonna read me going for the Metal Blade. It's like some people just don't even see like that level of the Yomi layer, but when it works, it's really sick. And, he might just guess the mix up wrong too. It's hard for me to say. I feel like Meister's pretty decent at the matchup, so really good reset there by Yachty. You can tell he's like in the zone right now. He's really only like honestly at this point he's kind of just like camping a Metal Blade confirms and Leaf Shield. Like it works though because it's like all of those are super. Like look at that. That's fine because now he can use F smash. F smash is on the sheet right there. That was perfect. Would have liked to see an up air there, but fucking he's playing it fine. Leaf Shield from ledge because like what's he gonna do fair? Like yeah no Yachty's playing this amazing right now. That should be it, right? That's it. Yachty's so good, guys. That was expertly played. I mean, I feel like there's nothing I can't say. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Yachty's Mega Man. He plays like a very technical, like he's aiming for like an optimal style, but it's also like usually he tries to be aggressive when he can, or at least as far as he can get away with. Sometimes it's detrimental, but like right there, like when he's playing well, fantastic. Love to see it. And getting into it now, we have Plup versus Meme. Plup has a very interesting style of Mega Man. I'd say he's about as technical as Kameme. He has probably slight more optimizations. I know he's really good with like the footstool mix-ups, and I think he does the foxtrots like Yachty does. Um, he generally like lacks matchup knowledge, so as you'll see in this set. But he's like obviously like a world class player, so he's able to adapt mid set really well, and he kind of just tries to play a very safe style of Mega Man. Club's definitely like an in between Yeti and Kameme as far as like he has a bit more tech skill than like Kameme, but he's also not as good at the nitty gritty. Like he's not as good at the metal blade up tilts and stuff like that. But he's a very polished Mega Man. It's just lacking matchup knowledge. And to make up for that, he has an exquisite lemon game. Not necessarily better than Yetis or Kamehameha's, just different. It's very good at does a lot of single pellets. He uses the single pellets to really control the pace well. He definitely camps harder than either of them too. Like you'll see during this. I mean, it's I like to assume it's just because he's trying to figure out the matchup and stuff like that too. But it's very nice how he camps. Now, I personally, I mean, he could be. It's hard to say if he's higher or if he's lower because he only competes at majors, and sometimes he goes like Ridley and stuff like that. But like when he performs well, like he's got win like the May win as we're watching right now. He's down right now, but like um, it gets better, and he has like it's hard to say like a win on MVD is that big because like every fucking Mega Man player like every high level Mega Man player beats MVD. But he has a win on ZD. He has wins on he beats Salem. Salem is like he's the only Mega Man that's beat Salem, which is huge because like Salem's beat Yachty. He beat Yachty in Snake Mega Man, which is kind of. To be fair though, their hero Mega Man set was Game 5, but it was like Plup still beat him too. And down here. This stage is fine. It can be a little. Sometimes I'm a little against it just because like, while you can camp under the platforms really well, it can be hard to get Yoshi. Like it takes more neutral interactions to get Yoshi off stage, and as a character, we can edge guard him super hard. So it can be kind of annoying. It's harder to skill games against Yoshi here, I guess. Really good confirmed by Meme. That was a really good call out on the dare right there, actually. Oh, that was such a weird interaction. If he died for that, I would have been sad for Plup. You can kind of see his awareness. Like he could definitely be getting some. That was a good up smash. I was just going to say he could up smash like certain interactions better, but there he goes. That's a whack Eggley. So last dog this first game. That's not bad. This Pella game is so good. Like he very much just tries to not let you in. Whereas other Megamans, they kind of try to use pellets as like an aggressive and defensive tool. Like obviously Plup approaches with lemons, but like his pellets are very defensive oriented. Or yeah, there he goes. You don't see like I mean Yeti uses that one I think. Sorta. He doesn't use it a lot, but you could definitely use it more. But it's really busted because in theory, like the leaf shield like 50-50 mix up like kind of loses to like if they just roll through it or if they jump air dodge to it. But with that, it kind of like they just can't do anything about that. We just get too far away. I was gonna say, I think he could have he could have just pelleted an up tilt right there, but that was really nice too. Obviously, like he read him, a little pop off. I don't know if Meme has a lot of Mega Man experience, but this is a matchup that's played a lot for some reason. A high level, like but we'll probably have like a Yoshi stream at some point too, where it's just like, because like there's this set against Meme, and then there's a Kameme versus Wars, and I'm sure Yachty has a set. He has sets against Seth, so like it's honestly one of the more easy to study matchups as Mega Man, because there's a lot of high level reference points. Ooh, you got taken to Battlefield. I actually think Battlefield's really good for Yoshi in this matchup. Yoshi has like really good like vertical combos, but I mean that's just what happens when you don't have the matchup knowledge necessarily. Because I don't think it's a bad stage for Mega Man inherently. It has a really good leaf shield actually out of shield. I should probably try that more. I always struggle to punish that. Lots of just like pestering pellets right there. See, that's just like he's not like hitting with the intent to combo. He's just trying to like keep him out of his face. Maybe kind of like figuring out how he wants to get in. Plup's kind of struggling with like short hop aerials against pellets. I mean, it's hard. It's definitely like the point where you hit the level where you're like, oh, this person knows the matchup. Whereas like how you have to figure out how you want to stuff in their jumps with like short hop airs like that. I think Plup plays a very fundamental game of Mega Man. He tries to play very simple and slow. See, like right there, he literally just can't punish it. Good ass smash. Ooh, he actually knows the edge guard. He just doesn't look like he's super practiced in it. But that's like if you just get the bear trade with God, he lived that. God, he is living a lot of these. One of the perks of Mega Man. That's unfortunate. This can be hard for Meme. Ooh, that was the up tilt, bro. That was you go for that up tilt. You've lived like 7 interactions you shouldn't have. When you get the drag down bear like that, you can just if you buffer up tilt, it true combos. Only if you get that drag down, and it's RNG on a lot of characters. I think all characters actually. Maybe not all characters. I don't want to say it's all characters. I think it's true on some characters, but I don't know. It's just like after you live that many interactions, I feel like you have to just go for it. Good fair. That was a good fair. Oh fuck! He didn't get his Raj back. That sucks. He's just kind of caught in his own movement almost. I've I don't think I've ever watched this far into the set. I watched the first game and then I skipped to the last game and I'm like, oh, Plup's camping the shit out of him. I always assumed Plup just lost the first game and then won the second game, third game, but that makes a lot of sense. So okay, so he just SD'd. Yoshi's jabs are like really like his boxing tools are annoying as fuck. Once he gets in, you have to be really careful. God, he is really good at those. I need to start doing those like ASAP. Not a full hopping by Plup is like a bait. He's really good at calling out those dares. What the fuck? I've never seen a Yoshi do that before. The worst part is this is still doable, but it's got to hurt off an SD at like zero basically. Maybe has really good like he knows his percents for Yoshi combos, which is like usually Yoshi's problems is they just don't know when to do their combos. It's actually been interesting because these first three sets are matchups I play all the time in Iowa. Like I know the Yoshi matchup super well. I know the Joker and Snake matchups pretty well. So right there, I wasn't like I mean, probably just SD. So it was like it's hard to really blame him for that game. Like don't SD, I guess. I think they go to town game three, which is like I don't want to say town's Mega Man's best stage because I feel like it can be pretty like matchup relevant, but I think it's a very good stage for Mega Man overall. Personally, I like cows, but the platforms really annoy me as far as like going for edge guards and stuff like that. But the wall is nice because you can stall on it and stuff like that. It definitely has its place, but it's when I think of like Mega Man's best stages, I think Town's got to be up there if it's not the best stage. And then, I mean, if he just sticks to the game plan he was playing before, like just a very slow. Yeah, look at these pellets. It's just a very interesting style to see because you honestly don't like. I would say like Kameme is like he can play both sides, and then yet he's just like he's swinging. Like he plays like a very like in your face style. He kind of just tries to beat out reactions, and then like he whiff punishes. So it's not like inherently aggressive, but it's like it's a bit more high risk, high reward. Whereas like Plup is just he's the only top Mega Man I feel like that really just camps. Which it's a style that definitely needs explored more. You see it a lot more at like high level Mega Mans. Like I feel like Visitor and Gromp both play that style pretty well, and I'm sure I'm forgetting other Mega Mans, but like there's lots of wall and pose. That's like he has really good like single pellet walls where he just like uses them to set up his aerials. Playing really grounded this game too. He's doing like okay, so doing like pellet, and then he like full hop retreating pellets to catch like the jump in, and then if he catches the jump in, he can like combo off of it. Well, not combo, but he can like advantage state off of it. That was a scary backer. Good double S smash. He's just kind of waiting for the jump. He knows it's coming because like Yoshi has to jump. Because if Yoshi doesn't jump, like that's rough. If Yoshi doesn't jump, he can't approach. Like he can't like is he gonna dash attack? He's not gonna grab. So it's like in this matchup, Yoshi's gonna jump. It's just like you just need to focus entirely on like not letting him jump. Because if he can't jump, he just throws eggs and gets pelleted. That was fucking insane. I've never seen a Yoshi do that in my life. That sucks. Oh, I can't believe Pup wins this game. Really good. Like you're just kind of moving around. He's not getting stuck in shield at all. God, he brings us back. It's hard to watch many of club sets because a lot of them are like cam recorded. Good. I mean, this is not bad. This is doable. Like I said against Salem and stuff like. So like I'll probably analyze this, but it's gonna be harder just because like you only get to see so much. Really good coverage of the air. Ooh, he can get if he can get this edge guard. The only way back air will break double jump armor is if you get every hit. I think technically back air is probably like a gimmick in the matchup. I think he can double jump through it and then just like air dodge on the final hit or like something like that. I feel like Angela or my practice partner has gotten better at it, but I don't know the specifics. It's just sometimes it feels like he can get out, but maybe with rage or stuff like that, maybe it's just true. Not really sure. But the only way you're going to really edgeguard him is if you back air to break the armor, or if you read the armor, you can fair it and break it, and then like fair him again. But it can be kind of hard to edgeguard Yoshi because you have to focus on breaking the double jump armor first, and then after you break the double jump armor, you kind of just like try to rinse repeat until you can get like an F smash or a strong bear or something like that. It's just so scary. He's brought this really hard back though. So like even if he loses his stock right now, like not the end of the world because then he can just take the stock. Kind of getting stuck on the platforms. He's over. I don't know. The bear is really good. It's scary because of like the bear hits, he's dead. He's super dead. Yeah, just hold center. Landing back here is scary because Yoshi has a really good up smash. Well, a good up smash. He kind of expected him to like drift back. Not expecting the aggressive there. He is like dragging this game back though. He got the lead now. That's what I'm talking about. Like he uses pellets to just like chip damage. It's very, it's a very non Mega Man perspective on the character. I feel like because like I feel like a lot of Mega Man players just kind of want to use them as combo tools and like an approach option or like pressure tools. Whereas he's using it very much as like if you want to approach me, I will just chip away at you over and over using the GMO lemon right there, big blue lemon. That's unfortunate for my man. That definitely should have killed him. But that was like a really good drift on the fair off ledge. That's rough. He kind of just caught the jump there. Well, Plup's got to get this. Like, actually, if I was Plup, I would be playing for the timeout right now. Good fair bear. Like, you don't want to let up, but at the same time, it's like if you can just build like percent, like I don't know, like if you can make the stock last to 1 minute, it's like There's really no reason he can't just play for the timeout. I hadn't even realized how much time had passed. That's interesting. I mean, he does play like the more, like I said, he is the most defensive top level Mega Man. And that's the thing, Yoshi can't kill, so you can shift camp him. Like he has down B, but you can just roll it as soon as you react to down B. Oh, this is so hard. Right now, Meme can't like. Meme has no ways to kill right now. Yeah, if I'm Plup, I'm just literally just camping. Like, don't run away, because like if you leave center stage, like Nair will probably kill you. Like, I mean Nair might kill in center stage, but see like right. Does he wait on the platform? Oh, you should wait on the platform, Plup. Like he doesn't have to play the timeout game, but it's gonna be hard for Meme to make this comeback, especially with the way Plup has been playing. I would have iced him a bit. Maybe he doesn't want him to think about time, but ooh, I don't know. I mean, Plup can play it either way, but there's 30 seconds left in this game. Jesus. I mean, it's over. Yeah, like that game was over. There was no like. I don't really see him bringing that game back at all. So like, that's plus Mega Man. It's harder to analyze that one just because he doesn't go to as much, but it's a very very good Mega Man. And the final Mega Man we're gonna be analyzing tonight is Morpheus, top Mega Man player. He's kind of like the opposite of Plup. He goes to a lot of like local and regional stuff. Doesn't really go to majors. He's in school and stuff like that. But yeah, so it's kind of like we really don't see as much of his Mega Man, unfortunately. I want to watch the Epic Gabriel set actually, because this is his most recent set though. I think. I don't know. I don't know. I think I want to watch like the more I think about it. People don't know Kobe, but he's pretty good too, I guess. But this is also like more pertinent since Epic Gabriel's been doing good on Wi-Fi. So like, I'm not particularly good at this matchup, so I'm kind of curious to analyze it. Now on the other hand, Morpheus is really good at this matchup. I know he plays a lot against 8-bit locally. I'm gonna let it just load for a second. I'll just like give the interlude about his Mega Man. His Mega Man's very. I don't even want to say it's defensive because he's not like campy like Plup, but he's not. He doesn't really play like Yeti or Kameme either. He plays like a style that I would say is very textbook, is what I want to say. Like he plays every matchup by like the book. He's like, here's how every matchup should be played. I'm gonna play it to a T. He's like if he's aggressive when he needs to be, and he's like he'll be cheesy when he needs to be, but he doesn't really have like a preference. He kind of just wants to play safe. He doesn't really like, even though Plup's defensive, he makes a lot of reads. Whereas Morpheus really just lets the kills come to him, or does like very low risk, high reward options, just because that's how he kind of likes to play the game. He's not a very like a he's not very aggressive by nature and doesn't like to take risks. Love my computer. Good fair bear. Ooh, good extension. This is a good set to watch too because Epic Gabriel's pretty decent at the matchup. I know he has experience against like the Wi-Fi Mega Man players. I think like Zador and stuff like that. Obviously, they're not like Morpheus level, but it's still like he understands the matchup. I feel like Crash Bomb has a lot of weird interactions with Gyro. From my experience, it's kind of like you just have to camp Rob because you have to realize that like he can't spam laser. Laser has like a recharge timer. So like yeah, it is annoying chip damage, but it's not the end of the world. Like you just take it and then you like do more chip damage than he can do, and he only has laser for like X amount of time. Downer is scary though. It can be hard to recover against. Advantage State. That was a really good set by Gabriel. Advantage State is very like scary. You also have to go hard off stage. You have to just edge guard ROM. Like it's free. That was like the I wanted to kill of Smash. I mean, every Mega Man player does those. Like it just sometimes after you lose the first stock in an annoying way, you're just like, I want to take this stock. The worst part is I think he could have just killed there if he just like extended. Like if he was like better at raw stuff, he could have killed there, which is depressing. Good ass Smash. 15% is nothing. Like Mega Man racks up percent and Rob super easily. It's all really about just like not letting him just mash nair on you for free. Because if it becomes like a zoning game, Leaf Shield's really good. Pellets are really good for racking up percent. And like we can win boxing, like not like point blank because down tilt's really good, but like in general we do really good in boxing situations. That's one of the situations where crash bomb exploding is really nice. Seymour's already brought it back. Like he took 20% and did 70. That's really good. That's really nice. Something you'll see a lot in these zoner matchups is that like top Mega Mans will just like they're willing to trade projectiles in the sense that they'll kill Jesus. They'll crash bomb or sticky someone just like and he'll take the laser just because like once you get the crash bomb, they either have to like do a defensive option or they have to like kind of interact with you. So you can kind of just use it to force interactions and another is like because otherwise it's just a stalemate. Really good edge guard right there too. He like baited out the laser super well and then just I mean Gabriel was dead. He'd already burned a lot of his resources. He's doing a really good job of catching his jumps right now. Rob's another character kind of like Yoshi where you just have to like you pellet like you like use your pellets and diagonal metal blade to like shut down the ground or the jump in game because like if he doesn't jump in it just becomes a zoning war and we win that. So it's like really good awareness by Morpheus doesn't do like he's definitely like the least technical top Mega Man I'd say. Like even maybe not less than a Kameme. They're probably about equal, but I don't know. Maybe he's similar to Plup, but he keeps it very by the book. He does what's needed. Like if he sees something as necessary, he'll do it. But and that gives him like the same consistency thing that like that Kameme has going for him over like Yeti and stuff like that. Like Morpheus also has that. Whereas like he doesn't ever have to worry about dropping like hard inputs and stuff like that. Like obviously there's always hard inputs like tight back airs and edge guards and stuff like that. But that's just like player error, you know. So like that was almost the most disgusting ledge trap though. But yeah, he never has to like worry about like will this technical combo work so I can win. It's like he knows everything he's gonna try and do in this set. He knows he can do 100% of the time. It's very like playing a character like Mega and knowing that you can just do all the consistency is super important. Really good match there. I think you kind of have to make the edge guard count, or at least like the ledge trap, because yeah, a lot about just trying to bait like the option, but at the same time, you kind of have to threaten the ledge trap or the ledge trump more before you do that. But you know, it's all a mix of game, especially at a high level like this. That was another point of him using like you can use crash bomb at kill percent to like you force defensive options like that. Like Gabriel just rolled into him because he was panicking. Look at this goofball. Moore is just chilling. Gabriel was not happy about that. Oh, if I saw Gabriel like this, I'd be camping so fucking hard this game. No world where this. Good up air on shield. See, like right there, laser does 5%, but it's like now he can't do it, so you just stick to the game plan. Messed up his dash back, like shit, that sucks. In the future, I do want to analyze like other really good Mega Mans. Like, I don't, I can't ever find Scaffods, but I would like to watch his Mega Man more. And obviously, Peepnut's really good, and Repo I consider on the same level as these guys. Like, he's really good too. So maybe there'll be a second like introduction episode like this where I talk about other high level Mega Mans, but these are like the big ones to me. He kind of chased there. He definitely should have held advantage, but it happens. Gabriel was really clutch, Randy ass side views. Like I get they're in like advantage like clutch trap situations, but he's still like he has good callouts. That's rough when you kind of like you just lose the stock and then you just lose the nair mix up a couple times in a row. That sucks. And yes, I am experiencing interruptions. If you were watching someone like Yeti, he'd probably be trying to do a lot more with the gyro, but Kameme. Morpheus keeps it very simple. This game's rough. Ooh, that's the Rafa, the regulating mofo. That's smashing the crash bomb. Good leaf shield, and he swings out of it. Gabriel, like he seems pretty good to make my matchup because you can tell because like the scrub option is like if they get hit by leaf shield, they always just mash jump. But is he gonna mash out? I think he delayed it slightly, expecting maybe the immediate up air because Gabriel knew he had a good mash. So I'm not sure. I'm trying not to overthink it, but that's just what I would assume. Sometimes you just lose the mix up. God, Gabriel was going off this game. Jesus, that didn't kill. Fuck, dude, this is rough. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I mean, sometimes those games happen. I'm sure Morph knows that. It's like sometimes, especially players like this, sometimes they just explode on you. You know, it's not the end of the world. That was rough. That was kind of crazy to back there on the side beat. That was really easy. I'm curious where Morph goes. I don't have a lot of deep thoughts about the matchup, so. This dude really texted mid set. What a Chad. I haven't watched this set all the way through before either. I've watched a little bit of. I watched like the first game. That's like the main reason I want to do this. Is just I just if I don't have a reason to, I won't watch VODs all the way through and like really analyze them. But I know I should. Smashville. That's so scary. Why would you do that, Omar? I mean, like, yeah, it's true that like, okay, so like when you win neutral here, like, all right, so one neutral win here, they're off stage. On a stage like PS2, it's like three neutral actions. And like, yes, back here does kill earlier here, so it's like you get him off stage more, you're more likely to edge guard him. But what if he like kills you at 40? That was a really good nair stuff in there. Good fair. He is ledge dropping the shit out of him in this game. Ooh, no gas. Oh, if he gets the back air, he's dead. Oh, he still got a lot of percent out of that. That was still really good. Oh, my computer's going to shit. It is not like recording for this long. Ooh, really good fairs. Oh, really good. That didn't kill? If I steal shit. Ooh, Gabriel. Oh my god. That was a nuts recovery. Nuts sequence in general. Really good by Morpheus. That's what I'm saying. Morph is persistent. If he knows he needs to get this edge guard, like he knows you have to edge guard in this matchup. So what's he do? He slaughters Gabriel out there. He's like, I'm gonna do the same stuff, and I know I'm gonna land these. He's also very experienced in the matchup, to be fair, but like some people, like I don't know if Plup or Kameme would go to the same extremes. In fact, I know that Kameme definitely would not. He would just play it from ledge. That's the more fundamental way to approach it. Because edge guards are like inherently like unless it's like super free, it's just like it's not a fundamental interaction in the game. It's definitely like kind of a cheese situation because you're basically saying like here's a 50-50. I'm gonna guess it right and kill you at 60. Oh, this game has been it's been rough for Gabe. Really good lemons there. You rarely see Morph do like. I mean, there's just lemons in the grab, but like I'm saying, like you very even see him do that unless like he knows for sure he's gonna get the grab. He's doing them like he's really degenerate S. Not even degenerate necessarily. Gabriel just doesn't really like respect S smash in the right ways. But he's doing them at a very awkward spacing, like right outside where you could like punish it, but also not too far away that it's still kind of in a boxing situation. It's very annoying. I can just tell. Yeah, he's kind of like he's realized Gabriel's just sitting in shield like when he's getting mashed on. Not mashed on, but you know what I mean, like when he's getting pressured. Morph getting fancy with the Z drops out here. You know, he's feeling himself. Morph plays a very. It's a much more like. He plays a very pellet heavy Mega Man, whereas like I would say Kameme is a very Metal Blade heavy Mega Man. Like he does still have like a beautiful pellet game, but I feel like Morph's like very pellet heavy, kind of like Yeti, but just on the other side of the spectrum, very defensive and very textbook, not a lot of tech skill. Plup's also a very pellet heavy Mega Man, but he has a very different pellet game than Morph. Morph's very like he's still interacting with his pellets, I guess. Like they can be defensive pellets, but they're almost always interactive pellets. Whereas Plup's pellets are very much like hold this percent, buddy. This is over. I hate getting hit by those. Damn. Good read by Gabe. Good read. I mean, like, he is in Metal Blade up to a percent. Moore's not going to fish for it. Oh, never mind. He knew. He knew he needed to get the combo starter. And he's like, fuck it. If I take 30% fishing for it, oh well. Okay, so that's my first Mega Man VOD analysis. Hope you all enjoyed it. They might not all be as long as this. This one's a bit long. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any suggestions or if any VODs you want me to watch, put those below, I guess. And thanks.